there are a couple of ways to help practice the quadruped or hands and knees crawling position with your baby. So starting off with the easiest way, I would recommend having them up and over your thigh just to help support, or they can be over a rolled up towel. You want to make sure that their knees are bent underneath their hips, so they're in that crawling position. So knees under hips. Sometimes I'll even put my other leg on top just to make sure that they're not stiffening their legs straight out, which is very common. From here, ideally you have a toy that's kind of flat, that's on the ground, and they're reaching towards that toy. Now again, if they try and lift their head up, they'll likely straighten out their legs and shoot their legs out. So that's why I want the toy downwards so that they're in this position. Now, if you're noticing that your baby isn't pressing up through their arms, sometimes what I'll do is I'll help to bring them out a little bit further. It doesn't really matter if their legs are straight or bent, into like this wheelbarrow position where they'll have to press up through their arms a lot more, or else they'll kind of drop their head into the ground. So this position will be more helpful to help strengthen up those arms a little bit more. As they get better at this, when they're in this position, you can slowly start bringing the toy upwards to the side, stuff like that, to help challenge their stability a little bit more. But starting off, we want to have their head down. The second way to get them into that hands and knees position, which is more mimicking what they would naturally do, is if they're on their belly, I'll usually kind of straddle their hips and their thighs with my knees. So I'll kind of squeeze my knees together. I'll place my hands on either their pelvis or kind of the front of their chest, and then I'll just lift them up so that their knees are again right up and over their hips. Likely their hands will start to come underneath their shoulders and they'll be able to hold that position. Again, same thing. We want the toy right down in front of them so that they don't arch up and then kind of come upwards. So they're here, and then what you can do is just kind of gently rock them forward and backwards. And you might even notice your kiddo doing this on their own as well. So again, main thing is that we're squeezing those legs together so that those knees are staying right underneath those hips in that hands and knees position.